Hi, I'm Dean Collimer, agronomist with GROWMARK FS. We're here in a soybean field this morning, and we're looking specifically for diseases this time of year. Mid-August, right now these soybeans are at about growth stage V5 or R5, and we're looking for diseases, and I wanted to point some things out to you. Things to look for. You're looking for a yellowing or some kind of a different pattern of the greening. You're looking for reduced growth. You're looking for leaf spotting. And these indications, as you scan across the field while you're scouting, can help give you an indication of what that specific disease may be. With the yellowing, for example, some of those diseases that may come into play there are disease like white mold sclerotinia. Another one might be brown stem rot. One of the diseases that you might be looking for leaf spotting would be cercospora, or a purpling spot in the upper part of the canopy this time of year. You'd also perhaps be looking for SDS, which starts with a bright yellow spotting on the leaves that then coalesce into a general yellowing and browning. Also, in the reduced growth in parts of our geography in New Jersey and the Eastern Shore, you might be looking for some reduced growth, not necessarily a yellowing, but reduced growth, especially in the lower part of the way the field lays, where there's a little less drainage, a little off drainage. You might find some soybean cyst nematode. And one thing to be looking for with the soybean cyst nematode, where you have that reduced growth, is kind of an elongated, elliptical sort of a pattern in the direction that the field is harvested and farmed, because it's typical that the field equipment drags those cyst nematodes with them as you drag an implement across or through the field. Phytophthora is another one to look for pretty much all times of the year. You'll see spotted individual plants typically dying as that Phytophthora has progressed, especially following a wetter period. And then later on, as the soybeans continue to mature, you might be looking for something like pod and stem blight, where you've got a elongated, blackened pycnidia on the stem and on the pods that comes a little bit later than this, more toward harvest. Pod and stem blight. And on the individual seeds, after you've shucked them, you'll see that pod and stem blight is usually a whitened mycelium or a shrunken and whitened looking seed. It's also typical this time of year that you're going to be looking simultaneously for insects as well as nutritional problems that might surface. Mexican bean beetle, for example, this time of year is fairly common, and a nutritional problem that you'd see this time of year would be potash deficiency, which is a yellowing around the leaf margin, especially in the upper part of the plant. It's fairly common. You'd see that manifest this time of year, that marginal yellowing to necrosis in the upper part of the plant. Not to be confused with a disease. It's fairly easy to distinguish that. I think that summarizes the main comments that we wanted to make in the field today. If you have questions and would like further information about how your fields are responding or looking and wanted to have them field scouted, please contact your GROWMARK FS location or crop specialist today.